Here's a slightly uncomfortable idea. Exams are not designed to find smart people. They're designed to process large numbers of humans quickly. If exams were about intelligence, the smartest person you know wouldn't forget everything 2 weeks later. If exams were about learning, nobody would be Googling important questions at 2 a.m. And yet, exams are everywhere. Schools, colleges, certifications, interviews, even online courses that promise to be different. So the question isn't, why are exams stressful? The real question is, why does this broken-looking system refuse to die? Exams aren't an education problem, they're a scale problem. Once you try to educate millions of people at the same time, things get weird. You need a way to compare strangers, a way to rank effort without knowing intent, a way to decide who moves forward without reading everyone's mind. And biology doesn't help either. Human brains are excellent at stories, patterns, and shortcuts. They are terrible at slow, abstract evaluation, especially under pressure. So society did what society always does. It built a system that's good enough to keep moving, even if it quietly messes with how people think, learn, and value themselves. And once you see that, a lot of exam behavior suddenly makes sense. Think of exams as a giant filtering machine, not a teacher, not a judge. A machine. People go in, scores come out. The machine doesn't care if you were curious, doesn't care if you understood deeply. It only cares if your output matches the answer key, like airport security. Is it perfect? No. Does it catch everything? Definitely not. But it processes millions of people per day without collapsing. That's the real job. This idea shows up everywhere once you look. Education researchers have been arguing for decades that exams mostly measure recall under pressure, not understanding. Psychologists talk about the testing effect. Tests help memory only in specific conditions, not the way schools usually use them. And almost every adult has lived proof. People who scored well and felt lost later. People who scored poorly and somehow thrived. So no, this isn't anti-education. It's anti-confusion. Students memorize everything the night before because the filter machine rewards short-term retrieval, not long-term structure. Like renting furniture for one night and wondering why your house feels empty later. Everyone asks, is this important for the exam? Because the machine defines importance, not reality. Here, curiosity gets outsourced to the syllabus, like only reading movie scenes that will be in the trailer. I knew this yesterday, now my mind is blank, because stress narrows memory access. Biology, not weakness. People confuse anxiety with incompetence, like judging a phone's battery while it's in power-saving mode. Scores feel personal. The machine gives a number and humans turn numbers into identity. People start optimizing for approval, not understanding. It's like checking likes to decide if a thought was good. High scores repeat patterns, not ideas, because pattern recognition beats creativity in predictable systems, like winning a video game by memorizing enemy spawn points. Original thinking feels risky. So what do you do without pretending the system doesn't exist? Treat exams as interfaces, not truth meters. Learn what the machine wants separately from what you want to understand. Build a second brain outside exams. Notes, explanations, teaching others. Things the filter doesn't see but life rewards. Use tests as feedback, not verdicts. A score is data, not destiny. Separate identity from output. You are not your exam result. You are the person who produced it under weird conditions. This isn't about working harder. It's about not letting the machine rewrite your self-image. Exams survive not because they're perfect, but because they're efficient enough for a messy world. They almost work, just enough to keep systems running, not enough to capture what humans actually are. And once you see that, failing an exam feels less like a personal flaw and more like what happens when a complex mind meets a blunt tool, which is oddly comforting and slightly ironic because the exam is testing you, but you're also quietly testing the exam back.